Too.
You're telling me in your notes here you had a great year.
It was my best year ever. It was an amazing year.
Mel Foster, of course, a realtor, your 12th year?
Finishing up my 12th year. Yeah, I love it.
Now, okay, we got to talk about this because I asked you what you did beforehand, and then you were just a litany of different things that I was not expecting. Missionary, you worked with heavy equipment.
Concrete finisher.
Concrete
Labor's Local 159 out of Southern Illinois. Yep.
Are you still in the union?
I've kind of taken what like my card is on. What do they call it? Kind of like you take the card away, so to speak. I can't think of what it's called, but yeah. Okay. So I'm not active in it, but yeah, that's what I did before.
Okay, how did you end up doing all these different things?
Well, missionary work. Cliff and I started doing that. 1989. We were in the Philippines for 3 months.
Is that how you met Cliff, or?
No, he actually moved up here because he worked for ADM.
Oh, okay.
That's how I met him.
Okay.
So then when we got married, we moved back down to his hometown, Mount Zion, Illinois. And then we started our missionary work. And then we were in the Dominican Republic for 2 years doing missionary work. And then we were in Mexico, right outside of Mexico City for 3 months.
What was that experience like?
It was amazing. We loved it. I would move back to the Dominican Republic if I could. But right now is just not the time. So we've got a lot of good friends there. And we've gone back to visit. And I love it.
What is missionary work? What did you all do?
So what we did was we helped to build Bible facilities. Oh. We volunteered our work to do that. Cliff ran the jackhammers. I drove a Benford concrete buggy, helped in the concrete, did a bunch of different things. But we loved it. It was a lot of fun.
So the missionary and the heavy equipment are tied together.
They kind of are, because then when we came home, we moved around and helped out, because we're Jehovah's Witnesses, so we helped out different congregations, and stuff like that. And then we started our own concrete company. We did decorative concrete. So then I was a concrete finisher, and that's where I joined the Labor's Local 159. And then I operated heavy equipment, and I loved it. I mean, I'm a jack of all trades, really. I mean, I'm not as good as Cliff, let me tell you. But I enjoy what I do. I'm an outside person.
Heavy equipment, what are we talking about here now? Backhoes or what?
Backhoes. We did a concrete breaker. We were putting in, we were waterproofing a basement. And so you have to break the concrete out, and stuff like that. We broke the whole garage floor out and then broke the perimeter around and dug it all out and did all that, so.
Did you ever picture yourself doing this when you were growing up in Erie, Illinois?
So, it's kind of crazy. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a cowboy or a veterinarian.
Okay.
So I didn't become either, but I enjoy what I do.
And you do it well, evidently. So talk about the real estate business.
I love real estate. I enjoy helping people. I always tell people when they go to buy a house, because it can be a nerve-wracking thing. I mean, this is a major commitment, and I always tell them it's not like going down to Casey's and buying a pop. That's what, $2.50 or $3 anymore. This is a major commitment for 20 to 30 years. So you want to make sure that your buyers are satisfied. It's not just about selling the house, it's making sure that they like it. You can sell a house all day, but to really make friends and to help people, you want to make sure that for them, it's the right house for them. If they are going, I'm not sure, okay, what aren't you sure about? Let's talk about that. Do we need to go a little bit different direction? Because maybe what they thought they wanted, they really don't want. So it's just helping them to navigate the real estate field and helping them with writing an offer, with writing a good offer, and then helping them negotiate it along the way and getting them to the day of closing. I just had a closing this morning. It was awesome. She had worked so hard, and it's just great when you have day of closing and you see the smile on their face and they're just ready to go move. So I love it.
That is interesting. So you sell homes, but you also list homes.
I list homes too, yeah, with sellers and getting them ready for the market, because it's just not saying I want to put my house on the market. There's a lot of things, we like to walk through the house. Of course, we need to walk through the house because we're going to do a market analysis on it. And do not look at Zillow. Zillow is like a stick in the basket with cards. They just mix it up. With us, we can go in and we can look at past houses that have sold. We can look usually on the inside of them. We can see how they sold. Was it conventional FHA? Did they give so much money back for closing costs and prepaids? Those things figure into your market analysis that you do. Mm-hmm. So then, and we're going to talk to them about, well, you might want to, carpet. Oh, clean the carpet. Always do a deep cleaning of your house. That is so important. What will turn people off is when they walk into a dirty house. And I'm even talking light switches. And I do this at my own house. Light switches, the silverware drawers, things that you don't think of, people do think of. And the door frames, things like that. Just make sure it doesn't have to, none of us are perfect, but make sure you have those down. And then anything that the realtor suggests, maybe you want to do, always declutter. If your kids have a bunch of toys, pack most of them up and take them to storage. Then when you get your new house, you unpack them, and for the kids, it's no joke. It's like new toys, so you don't have to buy anything else. So decluttering, depersonalization, those type of things, and listening to the realtor when she suggests a price. You might have a price in your head, but she's telling you this price for a reason.
You certainly, with 12 years of experience now, you're learning it. But
Yep.
is there still like continuing education involved at all in this?
You know what? We can always learn. We should never be above, we can't learn. Our purchase agreement was revised a couple years ago, so we needed to read that and go over it. And Mel Foster is so wonderful with the type of education that they give us, so that when things happen, we're ready before they happen. And that's what I like, because then I'm not going, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? We're all ready for it. So yes, we have our CE work. I just got done with my CE for Illinois, and I'll renew that in April. And in that, we learned about for sale by owners. We learned about helping sellers sell their house better. We learned about laws in Illinois, how some have changed, how some have not, just refreshing our memory. Those kind of things we can always learn. If I write an offer and it doesn't go anywhere, which we hope it doesn't, but if it doesn't, I always look at it as a learning experience.
Well, that's a positive way to look at
Yeah,
things.
you have to. You have to.
So here we are right on the mighty Mississippi River, and you're both in Iowa and Illinois. Is there a great deal of difference between the two states?
To a certain degree, yes. I will ask people if they, maybe they're just looking in Iowa, do you consider Illinois? Some of them will tell me, no way. There's varying reasons for that. Iowa, they'll give me their reasons for yes or no. You just got to feel people out. Sometimes they don't really know the difference, or you can kind of educate them. Well, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? I'll just tell you, one of them is the gun laws. Difference in Iowa and Illinois, and that does make a difference to people.
You know, it's 70 degrees already.
It's awesome out there.
I've
I
been
love it.
I've been inside all day. This is
My chickens
amazing.
are enjoying it. I got 3 chickens, and they're loving it.
Do they lay? Do you get some eggs out of this
I
at all?
do. Yeah. Yes, I do. I love them.
Okay, so they're just not.
They're not freeloaders anymore.
Okay, I was gonna
when it
say.
gets really cold, they're freeloaders, but they're okay.
You know, when I grew up, my dad, for whatever reason, we lived in town, 1700 block of Garfield Street.
Uh-huh.
He decided that we needed hens and chickens, and it's crazy. I don't know, Dad, we're in town, but you're in town.
I'm in town. I love it.
Is there? Can you only have certain number of hens, or how's that work?
I don't know, because I only got 3.
Okay, so you don't.
I'm not
worry-
worried about it.
Okay, we're close enough to the weather. I finally wrote it out there for you.
Okay.
And we'll have a check of the weather right after this word.
The Tilted Silo Bar and Grill of Goose Lake is offering their Friday night Lent buffet with serving from 5 till 8:30 p.m. And what a lineup! Breaded shrimp, breaded cod, boom boom shrimp, and a meat option. Also included, choice of 2 potatoes, choice of 2 vegetables, mac and cheese, dinner rolls, and a full salad bar. Adults $19.99, kids 10 to 3, eat your age. On Fridays, it is the Tilted Silo Bar and Grill Lent Buffet. For special occasions, the Millennium, and for everyday needs, the Goose Lake C-Store. All in nearby Goose Lake, Iowa.
It's time now on KROS for the Storm Track 8 weather forecast, brought to you by Awesome Car Wash.
Your Friday is going to be a day worth getting outside for. Soak up the sunshine, the really warm temperatures. There will be gusty winds and high fire danger, so no outdoor burning today. We'll see temperatures soar into the mid to upper 60s. For tonight, mostly clear. Temperatures will return to the 20s. With your Storm Track 8 weather impact forecast, I'm meteorologist Andrew Stutzky.
Currently, we have sunny skies and a temperature of 70 degrees. Winds are out of the west at 16 miles per hour. This weather report on KROS has been brought to you by Awesome Car Wash.
Introducing the ultimate car care experience, Awesome Car Wash. Your touchless automatic car wash open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Say goodbye to dirt and grime. Their state-of-the-art system provides a touchless wash that's gentle yet effective. Include a ceramic sealant coating for long-lasting protection that keeps your vehicle looking awesome longer. Conveniently located across from Purina on Manufacturing Drive in Clinton, Awesome Car Wash. Drive in today and experience the difference.
When it's a big deal, like a big game or a big test, you lock in. And this is a really big deal. Get MediaCom fiber-powered 1 gig internet for $50 a month for 3 full years. Lock in speed, lock in price, lock in gig from MediaCom for just $50 a month for 3 years. Call 844-4FASTER today. Offer available to new customers only. Taxes and one-time installation and activation fees apply.
We are visiting with Jill Sorrell. Susie Mesker is going to follow, and I go, do you know Susie? And you say, yeah, I sold her a house.
Yeah, I did. Susie's a great girl.
She really is. So what is the biggest thrill for you in making a sell? The satisfaction of the customer, that huge commission check you're getting?
Well, everybody thinks it's a huge commission check, but once we submit it and everything, everybody gets their money back, and then you
Okay.
pay for your gas and everything. But no, really, it is the client at either the seller, if they're a seller or a buyer, it's getting them to that point, and they're relieved, and we're done, and they're satisfied. That is really what thrills me, is to see them either move to their next house, or to move into their new house, and just the thrill that it is. I love to give housewarming gifts. That just takes me, Cliff's always like, what did you do? Shopping for a housewarming gift. Because I love doing that. I love to give gifts. I remember when we bought our first house and the agent did that for us, and how that made myself and my kids feel. They were all thrilled. So I'm like, so how would they feel?
Yeah.
So I like to do
So what would be a
housewarming.
typical housewarming gift? Does it fit to where their house is, or?
Well, it depends. If I know they have dogs, I like to do some dog treats, or if they got cats, cat treats. Along the way, if they're talking, I just ask them questions, and I just file it away. Sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I really like this kind of wine, or I like to do this, or we really love Sweetheart Bakery, or something like that. Then I'm like, okay, that goes into my stuff.
So you're not like Jimmy Stewart in It's a Wonderful Life, where you have the loaf of bread, the salt, and a bottle of wine?
No, not really.
You haven't
Gotta
done
do a
that?
little more than that. Little more than that. But yeah, if I know that they like something, I file that away.
Okay.
Hobby Lobby's fun to shop at for people. Put some things together. And it can be a gift card to somewhere, anything like that. So,
How is the housing market right now?
well, we're low on inventory, I'll tell you that. We really are. I heard the news said today that there's a lot of inventory out there, and I'm like, well, you don't live in our area then, because we are low on inventory, but houses are selling. Some of them take a little longer, but yeah, they're selling. I really think they are. It's moving. It's not like COVID, but that was unique in its own way.
Yeah, it certainly was. So what is our market like here in Clinton and Fulton and Comanche?
Our market's pretty good, actually. We do see a few things sitting. Sometimes it can be price. Sometimes it can be because a lot of people want a 2-bath and it's got a bath and a half, or maybe it's only got 2 bedrooms on the main and 1 in the basement. And for different reasons, people want maybe 3, on the same floor, something like that. So I think our market is moving along pretty good. I really do.
You always hear location. How important is location?
It is important. I can't talk about neighborhoods or anything like that, but location does make a difference. We have people that request certain areas, but then sometimes they're like, oh, this is different than what I thought. And so they'll find something in a location maybe that they didn't think they would.
Okay.
So yes, location is important, but it's not the main thing.
And you not only in town, you think about when you're buying a home in town, but you do still sell out in the country as well.
I do. I close on one outside of DeWitt in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's 9 acres.
It's an acreage then?
Yeah.
Do you do it farms?
I don't do like farmland in general. I would, but
Okay.
I've never done it before.
Okay.
I will drive 2 to 3 hours away for a buyer, and I will list about an hour away for a seller.
Okay.
So I'm used to driving. Hey, I drove to Lansing, Iowa, had a nice day trip, learned some things. I'm like, oh, good day trip.
Yes.
And then I went through, I think, Gutenberg or something like that. I'm like, oh, I got to come back here and
Yeah.
look, you know? So I enjoy that.
Lansing, I think I don't think the bridge is open yet there in Lansing.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Cliff and I went back another day, and I got to show him where I had showed the house and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't mind it.
There you go. So you got a song, and we do have this song.
Awesome.
I thought we'd have to have Paul chase it down, but it was in our new music file. So what song is it?
It is Chase.
Things here today.
Yeah, you learned a lot about me, didn't you?
I did. So you're a missionary. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was great. It was before our kids,
Yeah.
you know, but we really enjoyed it.
So you were married.
Yes, we were married when we did it, yeah.
Okay.
We were, let me see, this year will be 40 years. We've been married in October. So.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How's Cliff doing?
He is good. He's probably listening today going, oh, Jill, you are so crazy.
Oh, nah, he wouldn't do that. So we talked about you have hens.
Yep.
You got a garden? You're going to be doing a
I
garden?
will be back at the garden again this year. I love zinnias, so I always save my seeds. Zinnias and sunflowers, I save my seeds.
Okay.
And my marigold seeds. And then I have a big zinnia garden and my sunflowers. And then I like to give them away to my friends.
Okay. No vegetables?
Oh, yeah, I have a few.
Okay.
I have like green beans, tomatoes, peppers, maybe some onions, that type of thing.
Do you can at all?
No, I freeze.
You free? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Cliff's got some grapevines. We got some raspberries.
Ooh.
I think we can dig the horseradish this year, so that's the kind of stuff we like to do.
Horseradish.
Yeah. Oh, that stuff is so good. Fresh horseradish. You know, clean it off really good because you clean all the dirt off the root, and then cut it up, put it in your blender. If you put sugar, so you can put a little water in it or vinegar, but if you put sugar in it, it makes it hotter. Yeah. And
Okay.
fresh horseradish is amazing.
Oh, my wife loves horseradish.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it's good.
Give me a bottle sometime.
I'll give you. Well, we get a little bit, so I'll give you some. I'll
Would
bring it
you?
in. Yeah,
Okay.
I will.
Excellent. Very
Yeah.
good. I got that to look
It'll
forward
clean your sinuses.
I bet. Probably just smell it. You don't even have to eat it.
Ah, the first time we made it,
Okay.
we did. So I'm blending it in the blender. I pulled the lid off, and we both stuck our nose in it, and we were like, "Woo, we have no sinuses now."
All clear, ready to go.
Yeah.
So, you're going to be doing this? People always ask me, how long, when are you going to retire? You don't get that. You're too young yet.
I just turned 60. So, but you know what? I'm just going to keep doing it till I can't do it anymore.
That's a good
You know,
idea.
because you can do as much as you want. You know, we can do as much as we want. So if we need to cut back, we cut back. But I enjoy it.
Do you have any kind of a set schedule? I mean, realtors, sometimes you got to be out there in the evening, and I would imagine it's depending upon the person you're dealing with.
It does. Sometimes people want to see something at the last minute. It doesn't work out, you know, or maybe they want to see it on a Sunday evening. I have plans, you know. So we try to accommodate people as much as we can. And sometimes it's just that that people don't realize sometimes we can't just get them right into a house. You know, I want to see this house in 2 hours. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. So, and we have precautions that are set in place so that we're safe and that we, you know, don't get ourselves into a pickle with people who maybe we should be cautious of. So, because it can be a dangerous business
Yeah.
if you're not careful.
How competitive is the real estate business?
We have a lot of realtors in town, so it's competitive. You just got to stand out. You just got to be that one realtor who really shows and pays attention to your clients and gives them that extra detail. And that's what I like to do.
Okay. Is it a friendly competition at all, Jill?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, that's
Yeah.
good to
You
hear.
know what? But friendly competition is good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no, I think really we all get along good. I really do.
That is good.
Clinton's that type of town. You know, everybody seems to want to help one another and stuff like that. So it's friendly competition.
Well, that is great. Really appreciate you coming in again.
Thank you.
And so we're just into 2026. You had a great 2025.
I did.
So you're going to build upon your success.
Exactly.
People want to find out more about Jill Sorrell and Mel Foster. How can they do that?
They can call me at 815-535-1591. I've got the billboard out there coming back from DeWitt there. The last one before town on the left-hand side coming into Clinton. Also remember, buy and sell with Sorrell.
There you go.
It's hard to put into words how proud I am of my sons. Ruben spent the first 3 months of his life in the NICU and relies on 24-hour care to live. Henry has a rare genetic blood disorder that required multiple surgeries. Despite all that, my boys are thriving today. Ruben volunteers to help other children with special needs.